Yeah, I know it's a hard matchup. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that patch had expired. That's my bad.
That's fine. Okay, so what do you want me to look for in this replay?
Yeah, so I mean, I think this is a pretty hard matchup for Mel,
Okay.
because she's like a non-committal range champion, which is
Yep,
what
that's
Cassio
fair.
hates, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just, I kind of, I definitely want to go over warding a little bit, tiny bit, and then just like the thought process I need to have as a Cassio into a non-committal range. I feel like these matchups are like very I don't know. I either do really well or I do really bad. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I just need to understand the mindset of minimizing and maybe tools that I can like have to minimize the laning phase. Because
Okay.
like I'll win the side lane, right?
Yep.
Um but just not the lane. But I don't want to lose the lane so hard that it messes up the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's fair. Did you look at the challenger replay?
Challenger replay?
Yeah, did you look at the challenger replay how he approaches the matchup?
Um to be honest, no, I did not because where do
Okay.
you get your replays? I'm
Oh,
curious.
it's
A
very
lot of the
simple.
places.
So you go on YouTube
Okay. YouTube, I feel, yeah.
and then
So I'll get,
you type Cassio versus Mel challenger replay. And then like this is master challenger from I don't know what's this, but 2 months ago. So it's not on this patch, but
I
it was on
see
last
this two
patch.
months ago.
So that's fine. The Korean Grandmaster 2 months ago again. And then you can look at it. You don't have to look like every seconds, right? But I mean, first of all,
Yeah.
you see it takes Conqueror, and then you see that he tries to push, right? And goes for his
Yeah,
tender
right here
ward.
he goes ghost. I don't, like, why would he go ghost? It's confusing to me.
This guy
The
goes
challenger
Ghost as
person.
well.
Yeah. Hmm.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe it's for the gap close, like if they make a mistake. But I feel like you would almost want to go TP, right? To minimize the matchup the most.
I mean, oof. Well, that was very smart. I mean, yeah, that was very, very smart. I'm surprised he doesn't flash. He does. Well, you kinda won the lane on
That's kind of
this.
another problem with these replays, though. At least like Domsium replays. I feel like a lot of the replays is like they do some kind of cheese and it works out like early levels and then the lane is won from there. So I only really like watch these lanes for the first like 4 minutes and then I see like kind of what the cheese was. You know what I mean?
I mean, I disagree that it was a cheese on this one. Like, the Cassio understood that whenever Mel TPs, if Cassio decides to freeze, she definitely needs to have a ward. So she went, like, she predicted that she was gonna have a ward, and also there were a fight going on. And she also recognized that Mel kinda wants to go help the fight.
Yeah.
So that's not cheese at all. That's just she understood very
Yeah,
well what
yeah,
she needs to do.
yeah, you're right. Not necessarily cheese. Just getting a lead early, but to be honest, like I
I
don't
mean,
know. I also kind of solo kill Mels sometimes, and
yeah,
then I
you
have a hard
kinda
time
also
translating
want
the
to.
lead.
Yeah, you kinda also want to see how the lead is gotten, right? Because like you should be
Yeah,
like at your level. If those players were playing, they would be getting a lead every single game,
true.
right? But yeah, it definitely
Yeah,
looks
that's
like a
definitely
difficult
true.
matchup like, with the way they're playing. But yeah, I mean, you can like this replay, for example. Okay, he got the kill, but it doesn't say like it doesn't mean that the lane is won, right? It's very very even. She just like have 300 gold more, which doesn't dictate the matchup at
Yeah,
all. she doesn't have
No,
a
it
single
doesn't.
XP of
Yeah.
advantage or anything. And if you look at it, like she kinda doesn't want to play the lane, right? She just looks to play with her
Mm-hmm.
juggler. Like she goes for a dive here, right? So yeah, I wouldn't expect you to win the lane, and you just look to scale and do the skirmishes, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's like every time he's trying to make the dragon come, and now that he has Rayla, he's destroying him. Well,
Rushes are allies.
Rayleigh,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
interesting.
So what do you want me to look this game? Do you want me to look at the laning phase?
Sure. I mean, with that thought in mind, let's let's look at the laning phase. Maybe how I could have like looked to punish or minimize it, and then maybe how I could have looked to like complement my jungler better. Because I guess that's the trick. Because like Cassio, a lot of the strength she has over control mages is that she's really designed to skirmish.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I guess I have a hard time like now that I look at it, I don't really connect with my jungler that much, despite being a very like skirmish oriented champion. So maybe
Yeah.
like
Okay.
windows of possible skirmishes looking at that.
Right. So this Mel replay, he started E, and I don't understand why
He started
Cassiopeia.
E.
Yeah, I don't understand why Cassiopeia are doing this. Like this guy started
Yeah, that
Q,
makes no sense. Yeah, he
and
should start Q in this matchup 100%. I
yeah.
mean, E like lets you contest the wave more, but you're still gonna lose push.
No, you should
You'd only
100%.
take
You should 100% win the push here.
really?
Yeah, of course. Like Mel is pretty weak at level one. Like even if you take the damage, you should have the push. Like you see how aggressive he's playing. Like he doesn't mind getting the Q because he
Yeah,
gets the
you
push.
just gotta stand outside the wave so that the Q only
Yeah.
hits you or the wave.
Because if you get push, you're gonna get blasted. Like I'm pretty sure you're gonna get destroyed. Like
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
on the
you will.
transitional level two, you will be like 50% HP. So this is pretty good what you did. Like you took all the minion aggro, so that's good. But then you need to damage the minion as well to
Damage,
not
yep.
lose the prio that you get. Because yeah, now that you're not damaging the wave enough, you're in a position where she will reach level two. Like you can definitely take the
Yeah,
push
I
right
should be
now.
autoing the wave here,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, oh my
Hmm.
god. Yeah, you will,
Yeah.
like, on the transition, you might die. Like, if the meta was constantly, like, if she was aware that she was hitting level 2 and went for it, you
Yeah.
might have died here. Okay, nothing is going on, which is weird, but okay, level 2, you definitely need to place the wards. I would place the ward
Okay.
definitely bot side. I mean, I agree
Bot
that
side
this
to
ward is here,
complement
but
my jungler.
yep, this it's not really for this. Like, this ward is completely useless because it's gonna despawn before the jungler comes. You
Yep.
need this ward because you cannot place it while the jungler is in this side because he might be here. And the only time you know that he is not here is because if he was starting red, he would be like finishing his camp. And if he is starting blue, well, he's around here, right? If you remove the fog of war, like exactly here, right?
Yeah. Uh so you wouldn't even wait to shove like this wave here and ward, you would just like ward right now.
230 is the last second you can place the ward. You need to place it between the second and the third wave. This is the third wave. You're already late.
Yeah. Okay.
Because at 2:30, the junglers are crossing or finishing up their camp and trying to do something. So by the time you
Yeah.
place it at 2:30 here, it will be like starting to move. There are like a few champions that are faster than this, but those champions are usually full clear champions, so you can just keep it as a rule. Like 230 is the time that you need to have your ward placed. If you place your ward after 230, you're in danger.
Yeah, I'm
Because like
risking.
if
Okay.
she's here, like doing her camp, and then you're showing that you're going to ward, like she just drop her camp and kill you.
Yeah.
So you need to do the ward. Like her clear is pretty slow, right? But you're like so
Hmm.
far advanced, so far up. Just then you place the ward
Yeah,
here, but
yeah,
like this
you're
ward
right. Yeah,
is
that's
never gonna get
horrible.
any value because you know where the jungler is, and also you won't ever be able to help your jungler because you cannot be posturing on the side of your jungler. So if you don't know where jungler is, place the ward at the side of your jungler always. If you know where
Yeah.
the jungler is, it's generally better to put the ward at the position of the enemy support of the enemy jungler. For example, like here, because when she finishes full clear, you will see her doing the crab,
Hmm.
right? Anyway, I think something is gonna happen here, and you won't be able to help. Well, it happened, but you wouldn't have been able to help anyway. But you're kinda out of the lane already. Like, okay, so the guy
Yeah.
is very nice to you. Like he should just be pushing.
Yeah, I agree.
Cause like if you try to
I
TP,
mean, it is a cannon wave, but
yeah, but that
so I
doesn't
wouldn't
matter.
lose that much.
Cause
But
like even if you don't lose that much, you're gonna TP and he's gonna have like 150 gold more than you do,
yeah.
just cause you would get this wave more. So that
Yep.
might get
Yeah.
like a difference, right? So you have like exact same goal right now, but it might like make the difference of instead of buying like uh, M Tom and Ruby Crystal, you would be able to get the refillable as well, or M Tom and Dark Seal, and you would be like
Yeah.
them M Tom are Dark Seal, and you would be M Tom Dark Seal and refillable and a pink. So that's like quite a lot more power because like you need to shred 200 more HP than he does because of the refillable, and
Hmm.
that's a very big
Yeah, it's a difference. It gives her a lot of
yeah.
more lane pressure. I
So
agree.
your on your buy, I would definitely get the dark seal instead of the amplifying tom, and she is trolling.
That's fair. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
you should be running in her down.
Yeah.
Like her buy is so incredibly weak. Like you can ignore her and instantly destroy her. Like she's a potato.
I agree. That's such a fake item for laners.
I mean, even for jungler, it sucks.
Yeah.
Like she just threw her entire game just by buying this. Okay, that was very good. Let's see. What did you roam? Okay, so you saw the jungler. Very risky because she can
Yeah.
turn on you and then she turns on you and then you die.
No,
You can go here, right?
I can kill her. I can kill her before Mel turns.
Okay,
I
that's fair.
think, but because I have W, but um, and then I throw a horrible W, but
Yeah, that's okay. It was pretty good. Okay, that's great. You played on the side of your jungler. That's great. And then you probably can kill her as well, but you need to crash the wave to recall and spend your gold. That's unfortunate. You kill her. That's great. What?
yeah. So right here, I'm in a spot where like, so yes, I just got a triple kill and then a kill after that. So I'm like 4 kills. I should be able to take over the game. But she also gets 3 kills.
How did
So
she
we're
get those
both
3 kills?
uh I think she just played cleanup. Yeah, my bot lane like literally ran it into her and missed every single ability.
Okay, that's
But
unfortunate.
anyways,
That's unfortunate for
yeah,
you.
it is very unfortunate. But like in this situation, I was like, okay, we're both very accelerated, and I I wanted to like translate my lead, but it was hard to because she was also accelerated, and
Hmm.
like that,
I
I
mean,
think I think I just like threw my lead. Like the entire game was just throwing my lead. Um, so yeah, I definitely need some insight on that.
yeah, that just makes it even. Like right now, you're kinda even. Let's see. So no, you're still obliterating her, by the way, because like she has faded ashes, which is
Yeah,
extremely bad,
and I
and you
have
have
item
your
spike.
archangel. So like right now, I would be looking to all in her at some point. So what I would do is try to dodge her E. So I would be like standing right here and like doing in and outs, trying to bait her
Mm-hmm.
E. And as soon as she does, you do like this and you instantly all in her. But as long as she has her E, you kind of don't do anything.
Yeah.
But you're fine to just like
Like right here, I'm kind of fine if she just perma shoves every wave and then we just handshake the lane, kind of, because I know I'll
this.
outperform in skirmishes, and like the scaling is perfectly fine. Like it's not like she'll mega outscale me or anything. If
Yeah,
anything,
I mean,
I
I
can
think it's pretty
outscale
even.
her.
I
Yeah,
think the scaling is even. I'm still confused about the scaling of Mel. I'm not sure if she outscales quite hard or
it's
not.
that's weird. Yeah.
I think she does outscale. She does scale fine, right? I'm really getting
Mm-hmm.
tired of this bug every single replay.
Mm. I've been
Okay,
seeing you do a lot of replays on your YouTube. You're grinding it out. Good job, man.
yeah, thank you. Okay, so right now you just recalled, dude. Like I'm gonna. Well, I'm not gonna look at your items, cause like I can't like just.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened?
I see her on vision here,
I'm pretty
and
sure she sees you.
she probably
Yeah,
does.
she does from the CS.
Mm.
And then the issue here is that you're committing where you don't know where the jungler is, right? So that would have been a very different fight if instead of all-inning, you just get the prio, and then when she collects because she needs to collect, then you go in the jungle. Because
Yeah,
the
that's true
your
because
jungler
void
is
grubs are about to
yep,
spawn,
your jungler is looking to do the void grubs, and he's gonna fight. Like he's not
and
gonna
I
let
should.
those grubs.
Yeah, I should just be more aware that the void grubs are gonna spawn too, because it's like, of course,
Oh, but
Kindred would be there.
even if
Like
the void
Kindred's
grubs
aren't
are
gonna be
not here,
bouncing.
like it's still a bad thing to do. Like you shouldn't try
Yeah.
to. Okay, so how do you play consistent? You play
Well,
consistent
you don't
by
coin flip.
knowing when a move is correct or not, 100%, or at least
Yeah.
like 70%. Okay, so here she's in the jungle and you don't know anywhere. If you look at it, when you try to do the move that you did, Renekton just went out of lane and moved into the river. So that's already a
Mm-hmm.
bad sign. I'm not sure you. So you see the bot lane recalling. I mean, I guess they don't, but like you see that, like they're at this position, you see no one on the map. That's pretty scary,
Yeah.
right? Even if you look at it again, is like you saw them here and you see him here. So realistically, he's still alone. I mean, without their side laners, but you still don't know where the jungle is. So you entering the jungle 1v1 to kill this guy while you don't know where the jungler is pretty risky. Like, so for example, when you see the challenger play and he's getting a game from his jungler, and like that's a 2v1, and the guy runs into his jungle, those guys are not gonna follow her.
Yeah. He's
But
just
they're,
gonna play for the wave.
yeah, they are 2v1 and they're not following her. And you are 1v1 and you're going in her. Like, do you see what's the issue?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just. Yeah. I guess it really tunnel vision. I need to be more aware of the
So
game state.
this is a good death because it shows the mistake that you're doing probably most of your games. So you need to be aware
Honestly,
of
yeah.
this. And this guy, his issue is, oh, I'm gonna go in when my mid laner is dead, so he's gonna die 100%,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
He
And then
wants
what's
to
gonna
like
happen is
compensate.
they're gonna go rubs, right? And he's gonna be late, which means that he's gonna die again. because the support is gonna be here because the support is not here, right? And the support is not going grobs. So here,
Yeah.
the jungler is gonna die, right? So let's look at it. Oh, he's
Hmm.
given grubs. Okay, that's very good.
He's kind of smart. Okay.
But yeah, she's 100% on it, right?
Yeah. It's already gone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's already gone. Okay, at this point, how do you win the game? So, what is your strong side, weak side? Well, we can't see because we can't tab. Please, Riot, fix
um.
this.
Yeah, that's really stupid.
I don't know how I can
Um.
fix this. Like, is there a way for me to fix this? Yeah, I need to look at it because like it's really doing this every replay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Hmm.
I
Scoreboards.
think
No.
generally though, I should be playing for at least Vision on bot side because of the potential Drake fight. Uh, like even if top side was stronger than bot, there's not really much I can do to affect the top matchup. But Kindred shows top here, uh, and I should have respected that. But we get the Drake. I should just be leaning toward my jungler here because I
Wait,
know
you
that I
can't?
saw Kindred going top.
Where did you see her going top?
So Garen is gonna walk onto those
Oh
Krugs.
yeah, you see her top
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, so at this point, yeah, you definitely should be here.
Yep.
Very unfortunate. You need to mute those guys if you didn't.
I think I did.
Yeah, that's great.
But right when they did all those vision things, I was like, all right,
I
buddy.
cannot see if you. Okay, so that's no, that's not your pink. Okay, so first of all, you need to place a pink here. So if you don't, you need to buy one. But I can't see. Sorry. I guess I'm gonna
Uh,
run reboot again because like it's
I
very
don't think I bought one this game, although I have been buying them way
okay.
more
Yeah,
since
that's
the
great.
first replay.
Yeah, that's
It's
great.
it's kind of 50-50. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I forget. But honestly, you've converted me. Or
Yeah,
the first replay, I was like, oh, pinks are so like fake news, blah blah blah. Like they don't get a lot of value. I'm getting value off of my pinks a lot of the time,
yeah.
a lot of situations. So I'm
Okay,
converted now.
so we are at 12. So that's where the thing happens. Okay, so you see, like, see how this ward is here, and if you had a pink, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
And also, like, the next objective is grubs. So
Yep.
you need to be
Or
placing your
Rip
vision
Herald.
topside here,
True.
right? So what you could do here, what I would do is, okay, I have prio, which, no, you actually don't. But you need to have prio, so why didn't you?
Honestly,
Okay,
I guess my mindset here is like, yeah, we can watch
well,
this.
that's unfortunate. So this game, this wave you cannot get prio. So you can't place the ward, right?
Yeah.
As long as you don't have prio, you cannot place the ward. So you need to wait. So that's fine, you do. That's great. And then you need to have prio on this ward, this wave. So I would like hard push
Mhm.
this. Okay, that's great. And now what I would do is start going here, and if she shows any movement to go towards you, I would instantly back off.
Back off, yeah, because
Right?
it's kind of dark.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
I would place a pink here. Realistically, if you look at it, it's actually pretty bad because your jungler is bot side. So you placing vision on top sides makes it difficult to protect the vision. And also, like, I know it because I removed the fog, right? But if you had placed the vision here, or at least tried to deny this thing, because you knew, like, right, this thing shows that there is one.
Hmm.
You know that there is a ward here. So what I would have tried probably is try to get this ward, kill this ward, and then
Yeah, just kill it.
Kindred
Because
would
I
have
feel
come
like,
on me, and then I would have
yeah,
just like ulted her out, like ult like this and gone out, and then like placed the W like this. because like
Yeah.
she's like so out of range to do anything, right? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Also, by the way, this wall is kind of useless. You kind of definitely want to put it here, so it shows this and this.
Yeah.
It's like more like this, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
But you still need to kill this ward anyway. But I don't think you're afraid. Like you should have fought here, right? Oh yeah, no, never
Probably.
mind.
It should.
No, never mind. You didn't know she
Yeah.
was top. She didn't know she was top.
I did. Yeah, I didn't know she was top. And well, now I do. Because
Yeah, now you do. So
short on that word.
if you
But
see her
yeah.
here, right? If you saw this, which you probably didn't because you were focused on this, right? But if
Yeah.
eventually you do, what I would do is this guy is not coming back to lane.
Hmm.
So I would
Oh,
place
true.
myself here, and she would do the long way, and I would get this kid this wave and try to make her lose like 2 or 3 CS. But like her coming back to lane through here is like so like here you place the
Yeah.
W
That's
here,
yeah.
she is not doing anything. I mean,
Hmm.
yes, she's gonna try to trade on you, which she will, and she will win the trade because she has more range than you. But at some point, you're gonna have to your wave is gonna be killed, and she will still be here because you place the W like this, right?
Hmm.
And then you will be able to walk forward because she would have launched her arrow spells, and then at this point she would be stuck here. And again,
Yeah.
you know that Kindred is stopped, so that's safe. So that's great. You take the ward. Okay, so now you need to be careful. You can trade on her. You can. She just didn't press R. She didn't have it. You're
Yeah.
lucky she
I
didn't
knew
have
she
it.
didn't have it. That.
Okay.
No, because she used it on like me last time, so I knew my cooldown was way shorter.
Okay, that's fair.
But yeah, it's so bad. Like, just like all these dying to ganks. Like, I feel like I'm hardly in the lead anymore. I mean, I just hit my item spike now. I have my rally, so I have a lot of solutions.
Yep.
But like, I don't
I
know. At
mean,
one point, I was like 4-1. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
but
I feel like I could have
again, like you're
accelerated
leaving the
something.
lane with 500 gold and not buying a pink. Like the reason why you're getting ganked that much is because you're not focused on vision. That's it.
That's true. Yeah.
And like a part of of keeping your lead is to not make a mistake and not dying for no reason. So like the more you're in lead, the more the envision is important because you don't want to be dying for no reason. And the higher you will go, the more the support is gonna go mid, and the top laner is gonna go mid. Like everyone wants to be mid because there is a free kill here,
Yeah.
right? Like even you're going mid, and see there is nothing to do, and then go back bot, and then you're clearing this wave, and then you're I would
Yeah. That's
definitely
bad. Yeah. I feel like when she just throws that ability, I can in step the ability. I can just walk toward her instead of walking away.
I see how every wave you're going mid to see if there is something to do.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be doing this. That's why your rewarding is so important. Like one of
Mm-hmm.
the big reason why people are getting stuck in mid in Hero is because they are dying so many times because the lane is so difficult to survive. Because everyone wants
Yeah.
to be killing
I
you.
have definitely been doing that. Like my death count is very high, and I
Yeah,
don't respect the jungler because I
like
mean honestly, the worst habit that like I am like a Cassio centered two trick. When I first climbed to diamond, my philosophy was like, oh, you don't even have to ward. You don't have to do any of this. You just need a 1v2 because you're Cassio. Like, it just mechanics check everyone and then you'll climb. And I was like, it was bad. It was a really bad
I
habit.
mean, yeah, it gets you to diamond. You're right. It gets you to
Yeah,
diamond.
and then you plateau really hard
Yeah, I mean,
because you're
then
like,
you're
oh,
you're
like
here for your entire life till you change this.
yeah, I agree. I've noticed that, and that's when I messaged you. I was like, "Freak, okay, I'm hard stuck." Like that's a philosophy that could only get me so far.
Hmm. I mean, like the game is you're behind in the game, but it feels like you're not like in a bad position
Yeah.
at all.
We have 2 Drakes, like, we're
Oh,
pressuring the sideline there.
okay. So let's see what happens. So here you're trying to fight 2v3. Like 2 people are dead,
Uh,
and your ADC is in
yes.
base. So this is a bad fight regardless of how it goes. And then you get rooted, and then that's the end. Well,
Yeah, it shouldn't even walk up there and contest.
I mean, do they end the game here? No, they don't.
No.
I'm surprised they didn't. I guess they didn't have a wave. But I mean, I think I'm pretty sure they could keep going here and just end the game. I guess it's 3v3.
Probably.
Yeah, I guess it's
I
3v3,
don't
that's
know.
why.
This is a tiny bit risky. Yeah.
I mean, no, it's 3v4. I think they could have done it, but that's fine. Let's keep watching, even though this is like pretty much nothing to watch. If you're
Yeah, it's
gonna
kind of
fight
over.
and get blasted, yep, you instantly get one-shotted. Oh, you actually didn't. Let's look at it. Okay, so where are you? You're not here, and you have TP. Do you TP to this? You do.
Yes.
Okay, great. Oh, you need to not front face check this.
No, yeah,
Okay.
like I'm always walking behind my teammates, and then I realize, wait, I'm walking behind a Morgana. That does me no good. But I
Yeah.
decide to play over the wall here because I know, like, with the melon stuff, they have a lot of range that they can use to stall out the fight. So I play over the wall here so that I can get like I can control this kind of natural choke point
Yeah.
that the Baron Pit creates.
So that's a very good positioning. But I would W here. I would not R. Why would I not R? Is
Yeah,
because your R is very good when they're walking into you, but they're not, right? They are just like all
yeah,
going into your allies, which is not on you. So your R is just gonna do damage and not stun. So what I would do is just
yeah,
like W and Q and try to hit this guy, and then maybe walk up a bit, or play with the jungler that is gonna go forward, right? And then at
yeah. I
some
think my
point they're
thought
gonna turn
process
on.
here was she's gonna auto the Morgana, and then that's why I hard, but the Morgana was on
But
yes.
that's fair. Like you got like,
Yeah,
oh, I would not flash this. Okay,
yeah,
so
that was bad.
even if you got the kill, even if you got the 2 kills,
Flashing
you're
here and get it does nothing more.
yeah, you're not getting the Baron, cause can you get the Baron if you get those 2 kills?
I think actually yes.
Okay, so that's, I guess that's okay to try,
It's just
but
sloppy.
it's very risky. Right, so you're backing, and then you have to defend, so they get the Drake and the Nash, or just the Nash. They've done 2 kills, so it's just over. There is no way you defend this. You try and you die. Yeah, I mean that's pretty standard.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
yeah. So
so
it's like it's a whole thing of just like you can translate your lead by not throwing the lead. Like you
yeah,
have to put vision. You have to like control the parts of the map you can and like because the reason I can translate my lead is just because I'm always making it hard on myself with putting vision on the wrong side of the map or not putting vision at all or not buying vision.
yeah.
And then I'm just always dying to these ganks. It's never gonna work out.
Okay, so I want to show you something before making all the points. Okay.
Sure.
Hello, my name is Giangelo Reformed, and I'm playing Kindred today. Let's see how the game goes. Okay. Do you see like the point
Hmm.
I'm trying to make? Okay.
Yep.
So here, right, you do like standard thing. So I'm gonna go like a bit for, like I'm just gonna do it in times 8, right? Oh, I'm seeing there is already something happening in mid. Like maybe this is a free kill later, right? Oh,
Hmm.
she just went here. It means she wore the top. Like they done something bot. Okay, that's great. And then you keep going. She has no ward because we saw a ward earlier like this. And she's
Hmm.
walked up and dead. She is probably killable again, right? Like, you see my point? Like, she is
Yeah,
just like
like
staying mid because you're free kill permanently.
it's so bad. Yeah, when you see it with like God Vision, it's like
Yeah,
it
you're walking
it
into her.
looks
Like,
like a clown is playing
she is
mid.
coming back.
Yeah,
Right? She is just like walking mid every time she has something. She has nothing to do in killing you. Right? But okay. So now it's like 6-2. Okay. Now
yeah,
let's take the same exact game, but you didn't die a single gank, but she tried to gank every single time.
yeah. She wastes a bunch of time.
She would have wasted like 2 minutes of gameplay, and she would have like three or four, three kills less. She
Yeah,
would be like absurdly behind. But right
I
now she's
agree.
absurdly ahead because like she collected a shutdown and she got like 2 kills more. Like she had prio because she killed you and she could invade like she wanted to do. Like she killed your jungler a bunch of time because you couldn't help, right? Like the amount
Yeah.
of death that you had like really impacted the game heavily.
Not only that, it's like that's stopping me from like pressuring the Mel too.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
like Kindred's getting a free game, and as such, like Mel's getting a super free game as
Yep.
well.
I mean, literally, like look at it. Look at her gameplay. She's getting out of base and going mid,
Yeah,
right? Like she's mid again. Like she's mid every single wave.
yeah.
If this in she almost ganked only she ganked bot in the first clear and then she ganked only mid
Only
and
mid.
she in
Yeah, and
7
she
and
gets
3.
rewarded every single time
Yeah.
she gains mid.
So what this game was testing is just can you survive a jungler that camps mid? And well, the answer to this question is no.
No,
So this is the problem you'll have to fix eventually at some point. The question
I need to
is,
fix it right now.
yeah, the question is
That's
when
what.
do you want to fix it? Do you want to fix it right now or do you want to fix it later?
Yeah, I think it like really needs to be fixed right now. Like I've gotten to the point where like life is like I'm making life way harder on myself
Yeah.
by just like I don't know. I kind of almost have to like relearn the game in a bit, in a way.
So if you ask me how you want to ward every game, it's just like you ward at 2 minutes when the jungler is transitioning from bot to mid or top of or from top to bot or bot to top, right?
Yep.
So you want to place a ward on the side of your jungler, and then after this, usually you're gonna have to recall at some point before you have to place your second ward. So this ward is gonna last like almost the entire time you'll be like playing, right? But if it doesn't,
Yep.
that's good because you have a ward coming back up. So at 5 minutes
Hmm.
or 4 minute 30, you can place a ward again, right? So how you
Yeah.
want to place a ward is you push, and then when you get prio, you start moving towards. So you get out of fog of war first thing, and then you move toward. Reason you don't want to ward like making it obvious is because the jungler is gonna make a mental note of oh he warded here, I'm gonna come,
Yeah.
right? So you want to be warding by first exiting the vision of the enemy and then start going towards the side that you want towards and have your eyes permanently on your enemy. If the enemy is starting to do a single move inward that doesn't make sense to you to get the CS, instantly dip.
Hmm.
If he doesn't, it means that at worst it's gonna be 1v1 and you can like kite it out, right?
Yeah.
Because like for example, if you go here and Kindred is here and she is still here, like this is a 1v1.
Yeah. That happened before on that one Drake fight, and it worked out. That's how I got my triple kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so see like that's exactly the actually the spot, right? Since she
Yeah.
didn't show that she was moving, that was basically 1v1. And if she started fighting and fighting like backward, you cannot follow her. Like this is like losing. Or
Yeah.
your goal when you have two people on you, your goal is not to do 1v2. Your goal is to survive. Because you having two people on you means you're winning the game.
Hmm.
And yes, I agree that sometimes you can argue that your jungler is not gonna do anything while the enemy jungler is on you, and that you're gonna lose the game either way. And you would be right, it happens, but it happens like 5% of the games. The
Yeah,
95
right here
other
I think my
percent,
jungler is on Drake,
yeah, the
so it's
95 other
definitely covered.
percent is just you winning the game if you have two people on you and not dying.
Yeah.
So this is like an insane win rate if you never die to any gank. So like if you're a mid laner and you never die to a single gank and you perma push, like everyone is gonna call on you and you just back off at the very perfect moment, you're gonna win the game just by pushing.
Yeah, just by like almost AFK pushing and just surviving.
Yeah, cause
It
like
gets
this,
you
the
alone.
enemy laner is gonna lose his mind and spam ping help, and the jungler is gonna lose his mind because he cannot do anything on the map because your perma push, so he's gonna come and you have vision so you can escape. And if you like, for example, if the jungler comes, the enemy jungler comes, and you have ward here, right? The standard pink and ward that we talked last time, right?
Yep.
And you're here, and the jungler like shows up like this, and you back off, and your jungler
And just walk
comes,
into your vision.
you 2v1, and you have the advantage of the vision, you blow them up,
Hmm.
and then the game is won. GG,
Yeah.
right? So here's what I can tell you. First of all,
Hmm.
if you so I think the reason why you lost your lead is because vision, right? So I would
Yeah.
definitely work on vision. So first of all, buy more pinks, even though you said that you do it. In this one, in this game, you didn't, right?
In this game I didn't like
Yep.
once. Yeah.
So you want to buy more pinks, okay? Second of all, you want to place the wards, the 230 wards, and the five or
515, I think.
yeah, something like this, 5+ ward.
Yep.
So that's the early wards, right? And then you want to have like the standard pink
Pink with the
plus
more
stealth
aggressive
ward,
ward. Yeah.
and this is like on your defensive, and this
Yeah.
is
And
the
that's
deep,
deeper. Yep.
right? And then the next step is push like psycho, right?
Yeah.
And that makes you win the
I
game.
can play like a psycho. That's easy enough. Yeah, I
Yeah,
gotta focus on the warding.
but you need to.
Gotta focus
So
on the warding. I've only been playing like a psycho for my entire life.
yeah, and like the while leaning, right?
Yeah.
This is very important stuff. So if you don't lean while you had
Then
like all these steps done, it kind of doesn't matter that you don't done these steps if you're like if you have like the entire god vision on bot side and you're playing top side, it doesn't matter that you have god vision on bot side,
yeah.
right? So leaning is very important as well. But as soon as you have like the pink stairs, you can literally play like a psycho and you're never gonna die.
No, yeah, you're right. And like I said, like I have noticed that. Like when I do buy pinks, I know I didn't in this game, and I'm gonna make it like much more on my mental that I do in like every game after this. But like yeah, I've noticed that like I do feel super comfortable in the lane
Yeah,
when I have
so
a pink.
see, like you're in 3-0-1. This game, you probably bought a pink. How do I see what you bought? I think it's on the PGG that you can. But I guess that was a 15-minute game, right? But on
Yeah.
games where you didn't die a single time, I like we can literally look at it. There is no way you didn't buy a pink on this game.
It's either the
Control ward
games that I
purchased.
didn't die a
No way.
single time.
You actually didn't
No,
die
no,
and didn't
okay.
buy a single pink. Yikes.
I'll explain like
Yeah.
the games where I don't die, it's either like I bought a pink or I turbo stomped the enemy laner and I was much better, or I played like really scared and I probably lost a lot of pressure, but I like had a nice KDA. Like I lost a lot of pressure, but I didn't die. And I feel like even though, like I have a nice KDA, I could have been warding and then like translating the lead.
Yeah,
Because a lot of the
probably.
times like I will be 7-0, but then I'll just be like sitting under my own turret doing nothing, like losing shove to the waves, like being permanently scared of the enemy jungler.
Yeah, that's fair. Or support,
Yeah.
even though that's less common in this elo, right?
Hmm.
You don't see the jungler very often, but like the higher you go, the more the support is gonna be very scary, especially if you see something like Rel or Alistar or
Leona.
something. Yeah, Leona
Yeah.
is the same thing. Yeah, it's very very scary. A
Yeah.
second point maybe it was very male specific, but push at level 1.
Push at level 1, yeah.
If you can, you want to be doing it, right?
Hmm.
Because it gives you so much pressure, so much everything. So I would definitely push level 1.
Yeah, I agree. I usually do. In that hell game, I was way too scared. Could have definitely pushed more, auto the minions more.
Yep. All right. Do you have any question?
Uh, no. Honestly, this was really insightful. Like, I know exactly what I need to be doing in my next games. Like what I need to be thinking and
Mm-hmm.
buying pinks and leaning and stuff like that. I think like that's just not a few games. That's gonna be like the next couple dozen games
Oh, it's
where
gonna.
I'm
Oh,
just only
so
thinking of
this
that,
this is
and
gonna take you
probably
200
like
games
throughout.
to be
Gonna
comfortable at this and not thinking about it and doing it automatically. That's gonna do like 200 games.
Yeah.
So like I don't know how many games you do per day, right?
Hmm.
But that's usually like maybe not 200 games, but at least like 3 or 4 weeks, right? If you do like so, if you do 50 games per week, so 50 games per week is what per day?
Yeah.
It's like oh that's 7. No, that's pretty high. Okay, so like 40 games a week. Uh, yeah, 5 games per day. Yeah. Do you do 5 games per day?
Uh, it depends on the day. Some days I will do like 8 games. Some
Okay,
days I'll
so
do like
let's
three
say you do 30
games.
games per it's 30 games per week. So like it's four games a day.
I definitely do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say you do 30 games a week. If you do 3 weeks of this, it's like 90 games. Yeah. Yeah, I would say like it would do like at least 100 games.
Yeah.
So like
I'm gonna
three
be really
weeks.
intentional with it. Yeah.
So I would focus for this on 3 weeks and like in around 100 games because like if you do like 12 games a day for a week, yeah, you're gonna be 100 games. But I'm pretty sure like it's more like 3 weeks, right? Because if you do
Yeah.
12 games a day, you're not gonna be focused on every games, right? So it's more 3 weeks. So I would
Yeah, I
say
agree.
if you do three
I
weeks
think
of
there's a
this,
whole thing like it takes 2 weeks to build up a habit as well. So
yeah. So you need every time you do this, you want to be very intentional, and every game I want you to review, and you go at 2:30 and see if you place the word, and then you go at your first back and see. So I would not care about this because that's like very situational, okay?
mhm, okay.
But the 2:30 is every game. So every game you do, you open the replay after this, you look at 2:30, did I place the ward? And was it on the side of my jungler? Okay?
Yeah.
And if it's not, then you need to have a reason why you didn't. And if it was autopilot, then that's a big no. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. Second of all, you after the 2:30, you go on times 8, right? You go times 8 and you go till you have a recall, and then you look at if you had a pink, and then if you had a pink, you slow down the game to times 2, right? and then
Hmm.
you look at if you place the ward after you pushed. If you place the ward before you pushed, that's bad. If you place the ward after you pushed, you want to see if you escape the vision and try to place the ward, and then once you place the pink, then you go deep and you place the ward, the stealth ward,
Hmm.
right? And then you go on times 8 again and go to the next recall. Next recall, did I buy a pink? Right? And you do this for like the 2 or 3 first recalls. Okay?
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna do that for every single game.
Yep.
I'm gonna get this habit down.
Okay. Just
I've
a
never
thing.
been good on vision.
If you do this and review your games, put a stopwatch on your other monitor or whatever, and it's like 3 minutes max.
Yeah,
Okay?
like 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah.
No, no, not 5 minutes. Max 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. You
Okay.
don't want to spend 5 minutes. 5 minutes is way too much. So
All right.
you start you start the clock, start the replay, go instantly at 2:30, and then times 8 till you find your first recall, and then do this. It shouldn't take you more than 2 minutes. It's maybe closer to 3 minutes because it takes 1 minute to open the replay, right? It's like two or
Hmm.
3 minute max of looking at the replay.
Yeah, I can do that. Easy.
Hmm.
I will be doing that.
And also, if you're like lazy or you're not in the mind in the mood of looking at your replay,
Hmm.
first of all, take a break. Like take a 2 or 5 minute break and then come back and see if you're still in the same mood. And if you are, like just send me a plus. Like you just write a plus on the chat to me. And in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, doesn't matter if you want to see it again. But in a few
Okay.
weeks, we're gonna look at how many plus you sent me.
Okay.
Right?
That sounds good.
All right.
So just send a plus whenever I don't look at a game.
I mean, I guess just send a manas then. You do -1.
Okay. All right. -1 whenever I don't look at a game. All
Yeah.
right. Fair enough.
We'll see how many -1 you have.
Okay. It'll. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I. I have played so much League with my friends, and
Mm-hmm.
I've climbed high. Like they introduced me to League. They were like, "This is a game I love." Blah blah. I climbed higher than all of them, and I played so much with them, and they always joke like, this Gimli guy, he sucks with vision. Like he is the worst vision guy ever. A lot of my friends are junglers, so they'll be like, dude, I wish you were in my games because like I could just gank you over and over. And
Yeah.
it's like it has been the number one joke about me. Even though I outrank all of them, like even these like platinum players will joke and be like, your vision is like horrible. And it has been something like I've been meaning to do, but now that like, and I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do it now. A lot of the times it was just like mechanical practice on Cassio or just like mid game macro, but like after watching that replay, like obviously vision is probably the number one thing, or at least will have the highest like return on investment to investing time into it.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, no, I'm inspired. Like minimal -1s, very
Yeah.
very minimal -1s. I'm very inspired right now. But
Yep.
yeah,
I mean, what I'm saying is like that's fine if you don't want to look at it, right? But just like at least make the effort of saying I didn't, right? And your
yeah,
brain is gonna do the step yourself on saying like, yeah, I didn't do this what I should. And next time you're gonna be tilted, you're gonna be like, yeah, but it's still better to do it because it's gonna make me improve, right? And at some point, like you're gonna do like the process of this.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Any question?
No, I'm inspired. I'm gonna
All
do
right.
it.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
gonna do it. I'm gonna finally improve on vision. But
Okay. And by the way,
yeah,
do you want me to tell you something?
what's up?
The guy being getting fun of because he's dying every game to the jungler. Yeah, that's me as well.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
was me.
Everyone, I feel like everyone goes through that phase, especially as
Yeah,
a mid laner.
I mean, yeah,
You know,
definitely. But
but
me, it was more the support. Like the support was definitely like the more difficult
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And by the way, if you die while you have like all this setup and still die because the jungler went through the vision, I want to tell you, good job. I did the vision correctly.
Hmm.
Right? One step at a time. If you die because you didn't look at your map, but you did these steps, you did a good job. This is what you're working on. This is not looking at your map you're working on. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Okay, that's insightful.
what this is aiming to do is not dying less, which is the next step, right? Is dying less. But this
Hmm.
step is to place vision first. It's one step at the time, all the time, right? So we want to
Yeah,
focus
it's
on
like an
this before looking at your minimap. Okay?
yeah. All right,
Right?
you got it.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your time
No,
as
sure.
always. I've been seeing your YouTube, a lot
Yeah.
of videos. You're freaking grinding.
Yeah,
Keep it up.
I,
I'm
I,
rooting for you.
I took a small break last week because it was starting to be a lot. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm slowly starting again. Yeah.
No, I was looking at your calendar. I'm like, what the heck? Like, this guy's like booked for a full week.
No,
Like,
no, no. I just like took a break.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Keep it up though, man. I'm rooting for you. You
Thank
got
you.
this YouTube thing.
Thank you very
You're doing
much.
great. But yeah, I appreciate your time as always.
Hmm.
Very insightful. Yeah, next time I come back, the vision is gonna be way better.
That's
Vision's
great.
gonna be way better. Huge improvements.
All right. Well, see you all
Yeah.
next time. And by the way, if you have any question, like for example, if you died while doing vision or you didn't place vision and like you got ganked but you didn't have the prio, just send me a message with the clip and I can like just look at it like in 5 minutes.
All right. Yeah, that's perfect. I appreciate that.
Yeah, sure.
I'll do that. All right.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.